So, I never had a problem in high school or in elementary school. I was relatively left alone. It was preschool where I got bullied constantly. Now, when I grew up, I didn't like pink or purple or yellows. I was really into wearing like browns and navies. I'd be the most stylish little hipster kid, like in today's day and age. I loved stripes with turtlenecks and brown cords, like I loved it. But there was one girl in my preschool who did not. Her name was Carly. If you can close your eyes and picture what Carly looked like, you're picturing a little girl all in pink, blonde hair with a high ponytail, right? Basically. Carly hated me for some reason, and I don't know why, and she made preschool a living hell. I liked to play by myself, and I would like to play with toys like Lego, and she would always walk up to me, kick my Lego, and be like, "That's a boy's toy. What are you doing playing with a boy's toy?" And I'd be like, it's a block. I don't know how that can be a boy's toy. Well, are there any pink blocks? I'd be like, shit, she's right. But I'd be like, it's just a toy. Well, that's a boy's toy. Are you a boy? You must be a boy. Which I didn't really care about, but she would always constantly do it. When I played Barbies, she'd be like, kick the He-Man right out of my hands. "Why are you playing with a boy's toy?" And I'd be like, well, He-Man looks like he could fix Barbie's house. I don't know. Barbie doesn't have strong arms. I'm just going by looks. She's like, "Well, you're a boy. You can't play with boys' toys." I was like, okay, whatever. But she kept harassing me constantly, telling me I'm a boy, telling me that I'm not allowed to play with the other girls because I was a boy. They started calling me like Rhiannon, which I guess in preschool words is a different name for a boy. I don't know. I never understood that, but her bullying got worse, that she would actually start breaking things and blaming them on me, to the point where the teachers would come up to me, they'd be like, "Rhiannon, did you break this?" I'd be like, "No, I didn't." They'd be like, "Well, Carly said that you did. Who's the liar?" And I was like, "Not me." She even one time went into the kitchen at the preschool, turned on all the stoves, ran out and told the teachers that I was trying to set the kitchen on fire. From that day on, I got segregated and had to do special puzzles because they thought maybe I was really smart or really stupid. I don't know. But it would get to the point that I actually had memorized my mother's footsteps so that I would hear her high heels coming down the hall when to come pick me up, and I would already have my stuff in, ready at the door to leave because I didn't want to be around Carly because she made me feel so bad. And I would sit there and lay in my cot at nap time, just hating this girl so much because she hated me and I didn't know why, and she kept calling me a boy, and I didn't understand that. Till one day, I was like, no, we're not doing this anymore. So I waited till nap time, and I made sure everyone was asleep. I slowly crawled out of my cot. Now, I was on the exact opposite side to where Carly's cot was. And I army crawled and made sure I wasn't seen. And I got up to Carly's cot and I looked at her. And then I knew exactly what I was going to do. So I walked over to the craft supply drawer. And I went for the plastic blue Crayola scissors. And as I held them, I went, no. And I put them back and I grabbed the pink ones. So I crawled back over to Carly's cot and held her sweet, beautiful blonde ponytail in my hand. And I put the scissors right up to her ponytail. and I was about to cut it. And then I went, no. I should cut it on the other side of the elastic. And then I proceeded to just cut her stupid ponytail off so slowly. And I don't know if you've ever cut hair, if there's any hairdressers here, but the feeling of cutting hair between scissors is heavenly. And I swear to God, the second I held her ponytail in my hand, I whispered, "Now you look like a boy." And I slowly crawled back to my cot, and I had a wonderful nap. Until I was woken up by a scream so loud, it woke everyone up. And Carly was screaming and crying, and all the teachers started running around being like, "Who did it? Who did it?" And I just sat in my cot like, but being the little psychopath I am, I kept the ponytail as a trophy and put it under my cot. So when they found it, I literally went, okay, yeah, this time I did do it. So I got segregated by bookshelves for the rest of the day. So many puzzles. And I waited for my mom's footsteps. But this time, the footsteps were different. They were hers, but they were 3 times as fast. And I remember my mom came in, looked at me, and then walked into the teacher's office. And then Carly's mom came in, walked into the teacher's office. And then I walked over to the door and sat there. Carly was sitting there too, crying. And I heard my mom being like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry." And then it got really quiet. And then I just heard mumble, mumble, mumble. And I didn't know what happened. And my mom came out, grabbed me, put my coat on. I couldn't even look at her because I was so upset. Like, I didn't mean to do anything. I didn't mean to upset my mom. I was just so frustrated that nobody was listening to me again and again. She was bullying me, and I couldn't do anything about it. And the last thing I wanted to do was ever hurt my mom, because at the time, my mom was the best thing in the world. So she throws me in the back of the car. No car seat. What? 80s. And we drive away, and then she starts laughing. And I didn't dare talk. I didn't say anything because I was waiting to get hit. Like I said, the 80s. I didn't talk through dinner. I didn't talk when I got home. And I didn't actually mention it at all. And the thing is, I never got in trouble. Until a couple years back, I remembered that I didn't get in trouble. And I asked my mom, "Mom, why didn't you yell at me?" She's like, "Well, I thought we were going to have to move. I thought I was going to have to pay a lot of money to Carly's mom. So when I got in and I started explaining to Carly how upset I was, Carly's mom said, 'Shh, I don't want to hear it.' And I was really confused. And then Carly's mom proceeded to say that my kid has been nonstop telling me how much she hates your child. I have no idea what is wrong with my kid, but hopefully she learns from this." So yeah, that's my story. Thank you.